I've mentioned before how some people get sick more than others. Some people will catch a cold or the flu several times a year. Like some people will get sick 6 to 8 times every year with some kind of virus, some kind of cold. They pick up bugs because they are not careful. They live lives recklessly. They tend to be people who are consuming liquor. So, they're not sober, or they're doing drugs. They're not sober. And I have a hard time being around these types of people because they want to come to me for my herbs and my herbal tonics and my little remedies. They love it. But I'm not a nurse. I will make you the concoction. I will give it to you. I'll say, hey, I'll leave it on the counter. You can come and get it. I'm not going to cater to you like that. Some of you narcissistic males who are used to women, clueless women, not knowing what the hell you are about. You are like big freaking babies, toddlers actually, because you are walking, right? Toddlers. And you're like big freaking babies. He's sick again, he's sick again, he's sick again. And when he's sick, if this bitch is not there, that bitch will be there. If that bitch is not there, the other bitch will be there. There's always a bitch he can run to. But as he gets older, I notice, the bitches are not as available. You narcissists, your day is coming because you've been running through women all your lives when you're young and they think you're so cute. Oh, he's so handsome. He's tall, dark, and handsome. And he's intelligent and he's so well-mannered because, they're charming. They learn to charm women. And that's how they get women. But when they get the woman, they don't know how to treat her right. They treat her like shit. I mean, I have witnessed, women waiting for this guy. This guy had the girl come to the house. I'm alone in the house with this girl. This guy never came back. He never showed up. He knew she was there. He was at the baby mama's. She's the new girlfriend, so I suppose she's the new supply. So the new supply get treated like shit. He's not necessary. Was he still having sex with the baby mama? You betcha. Because there was a second baby. And that's why I tell you women, if you ever hear a guy have a baby mama and he has children that are under the age of 10, beware. Do not have sex with these guys. And if you do, it'll be your business, your problem, okay? But I don't want to hear about it. Because you are the ones allowing these guys to just run through your pussy. And he don't stick around because he's a dog. Right? Is it hip hop or rap? They were calling themselves dogs. DAWG. Yes, they are dogs. But stray dogs though. Stray dogs. Not any particular pedigree that is valued. Just some thing running around in the street loose. Right? Sniffing everybody's ass. And sticking it in here, there, and everywhere. So you gotta aspire higher. You gotta choose better. Like, listen. Even I had to learn, okay? These guys come and they talk a fine talk, don't they? It's like they were practicing in front of a mirror with a stuffed animal. But they sure know how to charm. They are very charming, so keep that in mind. When the guy comes and he's very nice, if a guy seems too nice, too good to be true, it's like, oh my God, how do you know? He's been studying you and he knows exactly what to feed you. These guys are going out there teaching each other how to be the absolute worst. These African American males, and now the Africans are joining them. And some of the Caribbean guys join in on there too. They join the incel groups. These are especially the ones who are not getting laid. Those are the ones who are the worst. And they built up this resentment and hatred of women because when they were younger, they weren't getting the girls. The girls were making fun of them. The girls were going for the guys who were supposedly cuter, more handsome. And they didn't get any pussy. And they're still pissed off today. It's like, dude, you have to pay. Because you don't have what it takes for. So they are so angry, right? And now they're talking about how many women to one man, so they can just run through women. And well, if women are not valuing themselves enough, don't sleep with the guy just because you go out with a guy on a date and you have sex with him the same night. I mean, if that's all you're about, well, how can you have a problem when they are not valuing you or treating you with respect? Because you're not treating yourself with respect. If you're accepting these guys, just because he's cute and he dresses well, or he drives the right car, or he flashes enough money, what is it? These guys are showing themselves to be like they were not really raised well. These modern people, they were not raised well. I don't know. Maybe they are children of drug abusers. Maybe their parents were addicted. Fentanyl, heroin. They're doing a lot of crack. They're doing a lot. They're doing the pills, Molly. They're doing the Percocet, the Xanax, all that shit. I don't know about this shit, but they do, and they'll take the pill with the alcohol. So they always got some. They can't be sober, and so it's risky. It's risky to be with them because they're not taking precautions. That's why this guy I was mentioning, he's always sick. I mean, this guy was sick less than a month ago. I treated him aggressively. I treated him several days aggressively. In fact, he was sick and I treated him and he seemed to have been better, but he fell back into his bad ways. And like the next day or two, he was needing treatment again. So I made for him treatment. But now that I see it's less than a month and he's sick again, I'm just going to ignore him. I think he's just being a typical narcissist, trying to be a freaking asshole, want to make people sick, so make sure he's sick. Okay? And it's disgusting. It's disgusting. I'm again going to take the black woman to task because you black women, I understand what's going on. But you have to talk about it because you're keeping it a secret. You're hiding, you're covering up for your son the same way you covered up for your husband. If your husband is out of order, maybe he's a pedophile, you cannot be covering up for that, ma'am. And if your son is a piece of shit, you cannot be covering up for that, ma'am. Because I happen to know for a fact you are afraid of him. And that's what these guys do to the women. Whether it's their mother, their sister, their girlfriend, their wife, they are bullies. And they're violent and they're abusive. And they are quick to throw hands. They'll beat you. They'll beat their mother. Now they're murdering their wives, their girlfriends, their baby mama, baba, mom, baby mama. They're beating their mothers. These guys are dangerous. And that's why I keep saying, you better watch this with this procreation because these guys are not staying around. They're not sticking around. They're not honoring any commitment. In fact, they're not committing at all. All they're committed to is getting their dick into that hole and depositing into your cavity because you refuse to have him wear a condom. You let some guy you just meet just spill his load inside of you. Boom, there's a baby. And then this baby has to grow up in this kind of resentment because you're angry that the father did not stick around. And many times the children pay for it. Okay? And then the kids get resentful because, their mother looks like very loose. Right? Because after that father is gone, she's gone to the next guy, and there's always a next guy, and there's always another baby and another baby daddy, and it's sickening. What are you like animals? Animals show actually more loyalty and more commitment to the union when they have a little one. I see both mom and dad take it. Look at the birds do it. The animals do it. So why you are supposed to be having been granted dominion over all living things, and there you are displaying yourselves as the absolute lowest, lower than the animals. I don't know. Some people, they don't take the life seriously. It's just for them fun, and it will always be fun, and they'll live a life that's reckless. So they'll die young. Maybe they want to die early. They're so vain and conceited. They don't want to get old, right? Because then they're not so desirable to women, and they can't run through women when they're old. Although they do try. Some of them try. But I don't want to be around these sorts of people who are not, when they have everything around them that is showing them the best way to live for their optimal health and wellness, and they're choosing to disregard, to be willfully disregarding and going and basically doing the opposite of everything that they know they're supposed to. So they're not supposed to have sugar. They're going to have sugar. They're going to switch it to honey. They're going to switch it to maple syrup, but they're going to keep taking the sweet. They don't understand. That is the reason why you're going to keep getting sick. But hey, I'm not telling anybody anything. You don't tell grown-ups. You tell adults nothing. I only talk to children and tell them, I give to them. But the grown-ups, so-called grown-ups, right? Many of them are idiots. Okay? So The problem is, though, they are what you call the super spreaders. They're most likely to be vaccinated, yes, but they're the ones socializing, consuming food and beverages that are not healthy, right? And living this reckless life. So they're always sick and they're always spreading shit. And I'm the one who is unvaccinated, but I take very good care of myself. I'm not sociable at all. In fact, I'm a hermit. I am I am a hermit. Okay, so I'm not trying to be out there socializing. I did in the past. I no longer have an interest in that. My interest is in my health and wellness because I gotta keep on top of this lupus. And I actually enjoy this way of life. It's taken me, about a decade to finally learn how to eat and drink properly to maintain my optimal state of health and wellness. It's important to me because this alternative, that is the symptoms of a lupus, that is a long list of symptoms, I don't want to have to live with, the chronic pain, the inflammation, the headaches, the heart pain, the lung, the fear of liver or kidney damage, fear of blindness, fear of canker sores in my mouth, all sorts of issues, skin, hair, I want to live my best life. My best life doesn't mean going to Dubai and making loads of money because some Arab man took a shit on me and pay me $5,000 to poo-poo on me. Like these girls are doing. These girls are boasting about, living my best life. I'm going to Dubai again. And she said, how do you afford to go to Dubai? You're a nurse. Nurses don't get paid that much. And you're going to Dubai again. She go to Dubai. Arab men, Muslims shitting on her. She gets paid well for that. Some people get sick, You don't know how they get sick. And they pass shit around. Literally shit gets passed around. But hey, that's the lifestyle. You say you're living your best lives. You're out there partying, fraternizing. You're getting in close proximity to other people you don't even know, right? You take it from here to there. You spread diseases, infections, pathogens. You just doing the most, man. You're doing the most. But hey, it's called living your best lives. I'm Domina Della Pie, Mistress Sasha Storm. Thank you for listening. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, or not. I hear the other YouTubers, they do things like they learn to charm. But I've learned from people, charm is not sincerity. Many narcissists use charm. That is one of the methods by which they hoodwink you. And I'm a very real person. So you listen to me because somehow what I talk about resonates. You don't have to feel obligated. I'm not going to beg you. I heard somebody say, well, I'm begging for likes. I'm begging for likes. I'm begging for likes. I'm like, oh my God, no, I've never begged for anything, really. No, I don't beg. It's either you want to be here or not, and that's okay. Whatever you choose, whatever you decide, it's your choice to make.